Sävyt mun tuohi sydämen, pensalla kastoisen. Se likin roihahtaa, tervas kantona tukkas palaa. Kuin sata kipinää. Rälläkkää mun rakkauden sulle suihkuaa. Tervas kantona tuhkas palaa. Kuin sata kipinää. Rälläkkää mun rakkauden sulle suihkuaa. Sata kipinää. Sata kipinää. Sata kipinää.
It's time to play Summer Car. Damn, that song's a banger. I love that song. Sata kipinää. 100 sparks. Or is it 1,000 sparks? I forget. Oh! Oh! Part 2. We started a new save. Time for part 2. It is 100. Kiitos, Maikon. Kiitos, kiitos. Have a päivä. Pater terve. Mikal. Who gave EJ the edibles? Edibles? It's not 4 days ago. Out with the old and in with the new. Here you go. Play the kazoo. Let's see. What do you got here? What's that you got there? Oh, happy Earth Day. Yeah, that's great. Here, let me look at this big block Chevy. Happy Earth Day, though, Imager. Yeah, that's great. All right, cool. Let me make sure the steering wheel is being detected. It's not. Yeah, it's not. Get in here, lad, and it's about to become magic flying dinner. You can't eat carpet, silly daddy. Yeah, no, you gotta boil it so the glue gets soft. All right, so this is My Summer Car. My Summer Car is a survival rally racing game that takes place in Finland, remote, rural Finland, in the year 1995. You are a kid on an endless summer in Finland, and your goal is to fix up your summer car, a 1976 Datsun 100A, to race in the rally race. Or pick up chicks, whatever. You would need a tank if you really wanted to do that, I'm just saying. Or just suck poop. Yeah. Running the septic truck is fun. Yeah, this is part 2. We started part 1 the other day. Now we're going to part 2. That's what comes after 1, but not before 3. Or not after 3, but definitely before 4. Anyway. Let's, can I listen to Satakipin? No. We got it. Let's play the actual game. Ready? Boom. Bam. Crash. I tuned in right as you said, or just suck poop. Should I continue watching? Oh, yes. Speaking of, cold snack in hand. Well, I do have a meeting. I do have a meeting tonight. So yeah, sure, why not? Cool, I'll go grab one. Keep in there, keep in there. Ah. Ah. I'm sure they won't mind cold snacks. How do you know? Saks, tal, nyt Korea, Suomex. Yes, we're going back to Finland. Is that a PBR? Hell no. Stars and Stripes Yingling, baby. Yinzer. I love Yinzer. It's my favorite. Seed, Dragon, and Saturn V boy. I don't know, Tessa. Yeah, I have no idea, dude. Evepavi. No. Hyvatt. Evepavi. Eve aumenta. Perfe. Here we go. It is 8:05. It's a hot summer night on my radio. Did I actually leave that on? How warm is it in here? Oh, that's not great, Bob. You could burn down the house doing that if you're not careful. We must humidify. Yeah, Steve Ree said it right. I put some T's on the end. My summer. It is really warm in here. Have you ever been in a real wood-fired sauna? Not in a very long time, dude. Saunas are sick though, dude. Amazing. You feel excellent after you're done. Oh no. Pee in the bucket. I didn't mean to do that. I hit the wrong key. I swear. No. What? Hasta Pasca. I just totally forgot the controls. Oh yeah, okay, there we go. Alright, shut that off so we don't burn the place down. There we go. Oh, okay. What? Andro.
Morjens! Se on tohon vaikka isäntä kun soittaa. Kun semmosia on mun asia, että tuo lääkäri katsoi, että kun mulla oli tuo syvä halavio, niin enää ei paranna töitä paljon tehdä. Niin tuli mieleen, että teillähän se traktori.
Yeah, okay. We got the hay bales job, that's pretty good. But that's not what we're doing. Let's go here. He sounds like the cornet's horn. Yeah. Yep. Alright. Shut off. Shut this off. We don't want to waste electricity. Here we go. Go. Keep the hall light on. Alright, what time is it? It's 9 o'clock. Alright, we gotta get up early. we got to get up early, and we need to go to the store. Because we do not have any food. All we have is beer. Let's close that up. Oh, I didn't unplug the phone. Unplug the phone. Sometimes in game, people call you in the middle of the night. Oh, it's early. Oh boy, 4 a.m. Okay. What are we gonna need for our trip? What happened to that thing? So where did we leave off of this? I don't think I put the dash in. We put all the seats in. We have a little bit of food. Where's the tractor? Tractor's right there. I stubbed my toe on it in the middle of the night, right? Pretty clear. Oh wait, is the Jonna still up here? Where's the mini bike? You're what happened to that thing. Something about the back seat. Nice. Ah, there we go. Excuse me. So we're gonna need, for our trip, we're gonna need this. Nope, of course that doesn't work. Do we have a battery? Oh, we do. Nice. Put it on the charger. Boil it. $10 amps. All right. Let's get provisions. We have 3,500 marks. 3,500 mark is very good. Very good, yes. So we will go down to the boat and we will put all this in the boat. I'll put the Jonas in there because it's easier to ride around once we get into town. Then we put gas tanks in there as well. Very nice. If you didn't see this, this is the new Madrid racetrack. Give you your opinion. What's wrong with Barcelona and the place? I'm already bored. Okay, so I left the 2 fuel tanks here. Gotta put that one in the boat. Gotta put that one in the boat. We gotta make tracks towards town. Go. does Satan mean? It means I'm having a good time and people say nice things about me. I hope the boat has enough fuel in it. That building always there? Maybe, I don't know. I have not been to the cabin. We'll go to the cabin on the way back. You know what the crazy part is, dude? I grew up in the 90s. And this game captures 1990s summers. Like, it captures 90s nostalgia, like, more than it has any business doing. This is really loud. Of course, it's a boat. There's the log cabin. We'll visit there on the way back. Just finding the dock. There it is. Welcome. Welcome to Permadeath. What's with the fly noises? This game is designed to piss you off. That's what's with the fly noises. So let's get these off the boat, because sometimes the boat decides it doesn't want to be a boat anymore. I wish my summer car was a boat with a dirt bike strapped to it. Ugh. Actually, the first thing I'll take is the diesel. Alright, so you gotta get on the bike. Then you gotta drop this. Enter driving mode. Then you gotta drop that on there. So it stays stuck. There we go. Alright, cool. Turn the fuel tap on. Put the kickstand. Put it in first. Ah, yes. Demon Kaupa. Perfect. We're a little thirsty. We are not thirsty anymore. There we go. Spotted in Detroit. Launch your tool and die career to new heights. A SpaceX advertisement in Detroit? Pretty cool. Probably should have had some breakfast before we left the house, but that's okay. Called. What the heck? This is Permadeath. Is this some sort of survival game with death around every corner? Yes, yes it is. See the gauges up there? Any one of those maxes out, you're gonna have a bad day. Yeah, any one of those maxes out. You have a little bit of a grace period, and then the game will not be so nice after that. This game is designed to piss you off, it's designed to annoy you, and it's very, very satisfying when you get it right, but it is designed to piss you off. It's designed to make you angry. Hence the flying noises.
Vitun mulu.
So, it's still early because we got up at 4 a.m. We're going to have to wait for TMO. Just go up back here real quick. So we got to fill up the tanks. We got to stock up on food. We're going to need parts for the car, for my summer car. We're assembling it. We're going to need a bunch of stuff. A gallon of gasoline contains approximately 31,000 calories. That is the equivalent to the energy content of 110 hamburgers. Ever think of playing Voices of the Void? I don't know what that is. Timo rides his bike to work. He'll here in a second. Let's look around. I haven't been here in a while. Polisen presidentialinen problema. What about the cops? Alivixen paikallisradio. Is there anything that we can... Looking around here. Demo will come... I think the shop opens up at 10 a.m. Oh, we got some time. I hope I don't starve by then. Voices of the Void has hundreds of secrets and scary alien events. As you figure things out, game does not guide you at all. Cool. That's the car inspection bay. You control a ground station? Oh, that's kind of neat. This is an abandoned shop. Sometimes there's something over here. No. I think the poop truck is over here. It is, but I don't think we can do anything with it. Yeah, there's a phone number in there, but... Inspection bay is open. We have no car to inspect, though. I don't have the keys to it yet, all systems. You don't have the keys to the poop truck. You need to get them from Uncle. Now we wait. Or we could just break the glass and break in. I thought you started with him. It's been a while. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure you can't start the truck. What's the farthest you've gotten in this game? I don't know. .98 octane is 4.29 marks. Autology. Have we actually made it to the race? Nah, no. I've been playing this game since 2015. We can headbutt the wall. Just gotta wait for TMO. He'll ride his bike from over there somewhere. You could also look around over here if you want. Oh yeah, all of my previous saves are in the graveyard, aren't they? Hanto, Ipertensola, Damantaus, Swami. Oh, I saw him. There he is. He's riding his bike. I'll show you guys the graveyard first. Not the graveyard. Oh, yes, the graveyard. So, in here, every one of the tombstones is a past save. This is every save that I've done since 2015, when I first started playing. I have died 25 times. Oh, boy. What is this game? It's My Summer Car. Oh, Tati Wolfie. Mika Massholy? I don't even remember making that. 50,000 people. Erky Johnson going in the 4th. Timmy Riken. And Norris. Hydraulic Prescon in the 2nd. Valtteri Robotas. Erkki Johanen. Yes. That's Eric Johnson and finished. Hydraulic Prescon in the 2nd. Oh, that's different from Hydraulic Prescon. Yeah. I named that character after I died once. Jimmy Raikkonen. Yes. Hydraulic Prescon in the 2nd. Valtteri Robotas with 2 T's. Oh, yeah, that's different. And Doponani. And Doponani the 2nd. All right. Ah, hydraulic press Conan the first. Oh, yeah, okay. Can we die from hunger now? Yeah. Erica Johnson Conan the third. The second. Press Conan hydraulic. Yeah, that's okay. Eric Johnson Conan the first. Oh, that's good. Eric Jeb Conan. Oh, yeah. There you go. Eric Corcott. I don't know what that means, and at this point, I'm too afraid to ask. D derp derpinin. Eric Johnson Conan, Eric Johnson Conan. That's it. Those are all the times I've died. Corcott is driving license, so I named my character Eric Driver's License? Okay. And our new character here is... What did we name this character? Oh, yeah. Yako Bayersky. That's right. Yes, yes, yes. You have any more Finnish music? Yes, well, we got to get batteries for the radio. Timo! You're in the store. Open the door! Yako with a 0, that's right. Yeah. Please open the door. Timo, open the freaking door! Timo! Tony! Hey man, you got something to eat up in there? We hungry. Can you check the time somewhere? It's the Patriots' turn. Alright, let me know, Drunksall. Are you waiting for the bus? No. We don't thank the bus driver in Finland.
Vitu mulla.
There's a clock on the wall to the left of TMO. Oh, we can... Goes. Almost there, about 15 minutes. In-game, which is a lot less time. Will Campbell from LSU. I have no idea who that is. But he's Will Campbell from LSU. So I have... Oh, crap. Hunger's in the red. Open the door, please. 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 I'm starving to death and he doesn't care. O-line, we need offensive linemen. The Patriots O-line is Garbo. Timo, open the freaking door! Timo! It's past 10! Oh, excellent. Katos päivä. Hyvä päivä, Timo. Alright, how do we want to do this? Get me some milk real quick.
Kyllä meilläkin kylällä on aika paljon noita leipureita. Mut sielläkin on käynyt nuoriso ostamassa sokeria ja hiivua, niin mua on perkeleesti, että kyllä varmaan hyvät pullat tullut.
Give me this raw sausage. Oh. 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 All right. What do we need? We need food. We're also gonna need all the juice concentrate. We're gonna need a battery, oil filter, spark plugs. 2-stroke would be good. Get some oil, get some coolant. We need brake fluid. We need a fire extinguisher. I don't care about paint. Car light bulbs. Pack of smokes. We get some, yeah, we're gonna need a thing of coffee. We need all the sugar and all the yeast. Then we need batteries and fuses. And we could get some bug spray too. Alright, so that. We're gonna need food, so just. Okay. We need the juice concentrate for reasons. Get all the chips. Bags of chips don't go bad. $500. Get all that. Get all of that. Fuse pack. I mean, 2 things of batteries. We gotta stock up, chat. This is important. Fun fact, in Finland, it's very common to call those small microwave pizzas mud flaps. Nice.
On kyllä hirveeksi mennyt tää nuorisomusiikkikin, mitä ne tuolta radiosta soittaa. Ihan semmoista hirveätä jympytystä ja
Give me some fan belts. Gonna need 3 of those. 2 of those, 2 of those, some 2-stroke, a battery, oil filter, spark plugs, car light bulbs.
Onneksi et se marjatta kuuluu,
Okay.
Se on hyvä kappale se. Mut
Give me a
semmoista
pack of
saisi
smokes.
kyllä enemmänkin tulla. Kiitos ja hyvää päivän jatkoa.
We have 300 marks left. Marks. Yeah, we got a full tank of diesel. What's 98 in America? The lowest. I think the octane ratings are relatively similar. I think it's probably like 89 or something here, maybe 92. Plug in here. All right, let's get everything out of the shop. So that's gonna. This bag has the most amount of stuff in it. So. We have to get all of this to the boat, and we only have the mini bike to do it. That's the fire extinguisher holder. Pay for the fuels. Oh, yeah. I guess there's a coolant tank that was in there. What if you didn't pay? If you don't pay, he'll call you and he'll tell you to come pay. And if you don't pay after that, the cops show up at your house. They try to get at you, and it's basically impossible to leave. And then you serve jail time. Yeah, they lock you up in the jail, and you literally cannot get out. You have to stay there and finish serving your sentence. No, that's the auto mechanic, Kelly. Slasher's tires, guys. He rides a bike. Okay. What, is the fuel tank too freaking heavy or something? That's a thing? Ah. That didn't used to be a thing. We gotta bring all this stuff back to the boat. It's just full of diesel, don't worry. We're a little thirsty. I fell over again. Sorry, Ken. I'm making you want to play. Yeah, that's my bad. takes some concentration, which is why I'm not talking. Nope. Stay on the road. That's right, Microflora. This game is absurdly difficult. Don't forget the extinguisher clamp. Yeah, yeah. Starting it in second? No, the gear is right there. How do you make money? There are odd jobs around town that you gotta do to make cash. One more trip after this. You need gas for the mini bike. I hope not. After this last trip, we probably don't need it too much anymore. But I also have two-stroke, just in case. Two-stroke is for the bike and for the boat. Oh, come on. Okay, that's enough. That's enough with the bike. Okay, cool. So the bike is the last thing. The suspension, I don't like putting the bike in the boat. Like, I like carrying it when we're in the boat, if that makes any sense, dudes. I don't like putting the bike in there. We got to carry it when we're driving because the suspension makes the boat very difficult to steer. You know, I'll put the bike in upside down. I think I've done that, and it shot something off the boat, Pinos. I've definitely tried that before. It Kraken struck the boat. We've had Kraken strikes in this game a lot. Kraken strikes. No. Alright, now we gotta stop at the island. We gotta do that before we get too fatigued. And before the night happens. Alright, off to the island. Enjoy Steve Ray Simulator, okay. Something Jared said in those questionnaires, strengthening program management with clear ownership and defined timelines. He's our guy, man. There's over 50 pages, you really need to look at them. Okay, I'm just watching the gas tank. Losing the gas tank would really suck, because if you drop the gas tank in deep water, you're not getting it back. So, full thing, the dirtiness meter can get full. That's not that big of a deal. Everything else, any one of those other things, fatigue, urine, stress, hunger, thirst. Well, actually, thirst, hunger, stress, and urine, if those get full, you die, right? If they get full for too long. If fatigue gets full, you start falling asleep. And if you fall asleep at the wheel of something you're driving, well, hopefully you just let off the gas and just coast to a nice stop. But most of the time, you coast into a tree. No, Grim. We need the bike. And we need to make a stop at the island. There's some more things on at the island house that we need to get at, too. In there? Oh, jeez, kid. Can you swim to get clean? Yes. Yes, you can. If your dirtiness meter gets too big, TMO won't let you into the store. There's certain things you can't do because you're disgusting. So this is your family's cabin out here on the island. There's some stuff that you need in here. I'm gonna need some stuff to make money. It's here and here. So first thing we need is the kill you bucket. You can make finished sugar wine here and sell it illegally in this game. So the reason I bought all the sugar and all the yeast is to, you know, do that. Alright, the other thing that we're going to need is the wood log. You can split firewood and deliver firewood. We need the wood carrier to do that. I'll explain more why I want this in a little bit. It's great for collecting firewood because you sell it, and that thing you can move a bunch of firewood around at once. You already have one, but it's better to have two. In the sauna over here, we don't need anything. We can just close that. Just close that. Now in here, camera. Cameras for taking screenshots, obviously. Kill you was nerfed. If you have to drink kill you 1-for-1 with the guy. The lantern. Did I drop it? Nope, didn't drop it. Let me just make sure I put the lantern actually in there. Okay, I did. Okay. If you drop stuff in the lake, does it make it no good? You can grab stuff in the shallow end coffee pot. We're definitely gonna need that. I thought it was a bottle per cell session. I thought it was... You might be right, dude. I don't remember. Somebody say fresh pots? Yes. And then we need the coffee cup to go with it. Yeah, if you drop stuff in the center of the lake, it's pretty useless. You're not going to be able to get it back. And then we need this for, you know, research purposes. Fish traps so we can bring grandma fish. Okay, let's boogie. Head right for home. fish trap, please. There we go. I just need to get this boat near the shore. And then the first thing that we got to do is put the groceries on the mini bike and get the groceries into the fridge, or else they'll go bad. No. No, not the fish trap. Fish trap it's grinding up against something. I think if we just keep this thing straight, we'll be fine. Almost there. I'm driving the boat with the steering wheel. You even run out of gas with the boat? Why would you say that right now? I think the boat has enough in it to go to the town and back like once or twice, dude. I've never run out of gas with this thing. No, it doesn't. Oh. Somebody gifted a sub to Titanicberg. Okay. I think we got it. Just gotta be careful pulling stuff out of this thing. As long as we get the stuff on terra firma, or the dock, it's good. With the groceries, that's a jug of coolant. That's explosives. That's diesel. That over there.
Oh, this is space. I'm in space.
Nova gifted a sub to Timmy Turner's dad, Dinkelberg. Ammonium nitrate, they're fireworks, dude. How much fuel did we have left? Oh, we were good. Okay. Out of all this stuff, that is the most important. Need to put the groceries in the fridge. The rest of this stuff, I have another plan for getting it up there. The fish trap. I usually just put the dang trap right here. Cool. Okay, the rest of this stuff we can come back for in a moment. Thirst is in the red. All right. We should have something in the fridge that we can. There's pizza that gets that down. Flip that on. Flip that on. Flip that on. Flip that on. Close that. Go in here. Cool. Close that. Go over here. And open up that pack of smokes. It's fine. Chips go on the counter. Got a thing of mac and cheese there. You know what? Confetti! Brrr. Now we gotta put all the groceries away, just like real life. Always survive on chips and water. As long as we pay the water bill. Gotta stock up, man. Gonna be here for a while. How long have you been playing the save? This is part 2? And do flashbacks to playing in the apartment. Oh, chat, look at all that milk. You guys want some of that milk? They don't got to know about it, chat. It could be our milk. Okay, let's take the mud flaps. Yeah, if you don't pay the electric bill, by the way, all this food goes bad. Probably should not have bought that much food, but, you know. You're 18, or you're 17 in game. You're supposed to make stupid decisions. That's the whole idea. How else are you going to learn? That's an oil filter. We do not need to put that in the fridge. Those are spark plugs. Huh. Told you, we played summer car before we played summer car. That's brake fluid. We need to get the sausages. Put the really sausage in the fridge. Look at all this sausage, chap. This must be your favorite, right? Must be your favorite thing, you know, all the sausage. Especially putting it in and around your mouth. This game is a biography of Kimi Räikkönen's childhood. Yes, that is right, yes. Isn't this riveting gameplay, though? It's such a good game. Anything else here that needs to be refrigerated? Nope. I didn't buy coffee. I thought I did. Finnish dialect is insane. Kiitos. Yes, very good. It's very good. Kimi Räikkönen is my favorite driver. So, you know, this does do good accent. Very good, yes. How do you exist without coffee, man? I don't know. No. Ah, there we go. We got to be careful. That fatigue meter is high. You definitely don't want to fall asleep in here. Fun fact, Finns consume the most coffee per capita. Interesting. I don't know, man. I don't know if a Finn consumes more coffee than I do. Alright. Stress is good. Stress is down. Make sure that thing is off. It is. That's because you're honorary Finn. Oh, Kiitos. I will take that. Thank you very much. Yes, that's perfect. I will be honorary Finn. Very nice. All right. Cool. Let's just spend the rest of the day in game here. Why shouldn't I be Edmana? Because Edmana is a really good friend of mine that's been watching the stream for well over a decade. But, you know, I say he's the kind of friend that basically, you know, you say, hey, stop doing that, and, you know, then he just does it. Yeah. 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 Yeah, so, you know, he breaks all my rules in chat, so I made a rule about not being like him. So, you know, hopefully he breaks that rule. Does that make sense? You also said don't ask. Well, some people, you know, like breaking the rules in chat. Can I be like him? Yeah, but, you know, if you insist, but, you know, they're, you know, my mods might be sharpening their swords, you know? What mods? The Ben, you never noticed the guys with the swords next to their names? Come on, what are you, blind? Yeast? I thought you said weast. We did not need to buy this much yeast, by the way. By any chance, do you know Rito? Guy will drink about 1 pot every 3 to 4 hours. Full-size restaurant bun pots, too. Not some goofy little Mr. Coffee. Okay, that person drinks more coffee than I do. That's ridiculous, man. I have probably 3 to 4 cups a day. Yeah, that's probably it. You're the first person I followed on Twitch, and I'm nearly at a decade watching. Close. I worked with a guy in the 80s, a former drill instructor in the Army, 2 bun pots per day. That's ridiculous, dudes. Wow. Impressive. So the first thing we got to do, take the fuses and put them next to the fuse box because you guessed it. You can blow fuses if a thunderstorm comes through because it's 1995 and of course you have fuses. Time is it? In game. 7:30 almost. Fuses. Those are car parts, so that's fine. But what we really need is the Dude, who remembers these things? They take so many freaking batteries. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I didn't buy enough. Wait, did I? Oh, yes! Yes! Shut up, chat! Boom! Freaking D-cell batteries, man. I knew I needed 3.
En voinut uskoa mä silmiäni, vitsi vähän hieraista silmiäni. Kun sä seisot sinä eteisessäni, veden tippuessa voittoneilleni. Sateenvarjossakin revennyt kahvia, naapurin koira piti näköjään vahtia.
How do we,
Puhua ojenna kohti, kartano unelmako tähänkin johti. Kukka puskasi nuuhkaisen, hieman huokaisen patukkas nuolaisen. Näiden vuosien ruuhkaisten, painessa murruen, maistan hikesi suolaisen. Kukka puskasi nuuhkaisen, hieman huokaisen patukkas nuolaisen.
think we need more? Yeah, it wasn't enough.
Tämä ääni ei suinkaan tullut ruokakellosta, vaan nyt alkaa.
Those are spark plugs, oil filter, headlight bulbs. Sounds like the taco flavored kisses song. Taco taco, bilito bilito, taco taco. Don't think just because I got a lot of money, I'll give you taco flavored kisses, honey. Fulfill all your wishes with my taco flavored kisses. Taco taco, bilito bilito, taco taco. So much stuff. We're gonna need the kill you bucket. And yeah, the kill you bucket is really what we need. And maybe the coffee mug. Is the milk put away? Yep. You'll never play MSC again, Rudy? Aw. Yeah, I suppose that's fair. We should take the battery. Nah, leave it next to the things that explode. That's fine. Also, summertime, baby. Are there thieves in this game? No. Alright, leave the coffee pot there because we didn't get any. I probably forgot to buy some, which is just stupid of me. We need to kill you, pot. You've got to be shitting me. That would have really sucked losing that. That would have really sucked. This stupid bucket is how you make money. They're using hybrid engines for landing on the moon. NASA posted about it. What? Who is? HLS is using hybrid engines. Hybrid engines? Question? No, no, stop it!
Discovery, go at throttle up.
What constitutes a hybrid rocket engine? I don't know. Depends. Like, I don't... Yeah, for some reason Marshall shared this. NASA Marshall, fired up and landing on the moon. Engineers at NASA Marshall recently completed a test fire of a 14-inch hybrid rocket motor to help teams prepare for future flight conditions when commercial human landing systems provided by SpaceX and Blue Origin touch down on the moon for crewed Artemis missions. The testing will help teams understand the physics behind the interaction of exhaust from the landing systems and the moon's surface. Solid. Solid. That sounds like it's a way to test plumes as opposed to an actual landing engine. Yeah, Demo, that's... I'm with you. I agree. Also, hi. How have you been? Solids. Surveyor program, welcome back, but yeah, it's just plume interaction. Trying to continue existing through the chaos we currently live in. Oh, nice, Aqualex, there you go. Hybrids wouldn't be a bad choice for landing engines? No, they'd be the worst choice, Trey. Yeah, like the worst. Okay, what is it? 6 sugar, 1 yeast? Forgotten. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 yeast. All right, we shining now, boys. Just grab a quick bite. That bug bugs you. It's the game, dude. Hybrids are the one that ended up killing Crew Dream Chaser in 2014. The hybrid integrated abort engines on Dream Chaser couldn't give enough thrust to push the space plane away in case of a pad abort. Yeah, hybrids, that's pretty stupid. Anyway.
Tämän ei ole hoitoa. He tulevat, munivat ja kuolevat vasta kun kantajansakin. Jos kutiaminen sormen välissä tai ranteessa tai polvessa tai peniksessä alkaa tuntua ylitsepäässä...
What are the white bottles? Motor oil? No. Juice concentrate, engine Uber. Those are our jugs for putting shine in when it's done. Now, if you hear that bubbling in the background, that's the kill you brewing. When the bubbling stops, it's going to take a little while, but when the bubbling stops, we're good to go. What is a hybrid rocket engine? It's a solid rocket motor that has nitrous or liquid oxygen injection. So yeah, it's a solid rocket booster with nitrous. I mean, that's one of the ways to do it. You can put LOX in there too. So like your oxidizer is liquid, but your propellant is solid. Your liquid fuel is solid. Hybrid engines exist. Tri-propellant rocket engines exist too. Sens leaves. Game 3 going to overtime. Good. Good. Go Sens. Frick the Leafs. Gross. Yeah, so we gotta actually have to drink these things. There are circumstances where hybrids can be really good. They improve specific impulse for solids. Yeah. I just, the complication doesn't justify the benefits for me. There's very specific applications where that's right, though, Demo. Why are we drinking all the juice concentrate? Because we need empty cans to put the moonshine in. Can we have a Falcon 9 launch soon? Yes. Ariyat! Ah! Okay, shut that off. Shut that off. And we got a Falcon 9 launch to watch, so... Nice, King. There you go. Dude, that's a huge thing. Getting all the food and everything. That's a hard mission to do. But let's have you heard of Silane? No. Just wanted to follow up on my earlier question. Have there been any updates regarding the Starship HLS landing engines? Have they started testing? I have no idea, dude. Silane is methane made with silica instead of carbon. Huh. Neat. Where's that? Shouldn't that Starlink be on here? Is it not live yet? Because if it's not live, I'm just going to boot Summer Car back up. Where the heck did it go? Did it push? NSF started the coverage. $9:52. Oh, you got 10 minutes. Yeah, we got 10 minutes. I don't know. I don't know. Well, maybe we should be responsible. 2 minutes until the streams start. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll just pop that up here. I'm not going to change the categories on YouTube or anything, guys. We'll just put the launch in and then we'll stop the stream. But I hope you guys enjoyed Summer Car. I know you guys like Summer Car. I'm trying to work it back into the schedule, okay? I know you like it. We'll play more. If Starship heat tiles a blade, how do they be reusable for multiple flights? They don't. They'll solve that problem. Ever played Oblivion? Negative. Hybrids are a pain to manufacture. Fuel grain design is super complex and handling is hard. Thrust to weight ratio is bad because of slow regression rates and specific impulsive back rate. People mostly do hybrids. People mostly do hybrids to have some sense of throttle control. Yep. Turbo. So since Flame Trench is tomorrow, is Jared's stuff going to be on Monday? Yeah, I guess. We got a new 5-day launch window for the message in a booster. Crew is working with Lockheed Martin. The liftoff Alpha is Sunday, April 27th. Great. 6:37 a.m. Pacific. Gesundheit. Oh, danke. All right, here we go. Here's the Starlink mission. Here she is. Oh, my favorite. Pervedexi. Terve. You ever play Schedule 1? No. Do you want me to play Schedule 1? Really? Do you really want me to play Schedule 1? Yeah, it's addicting. Not really. Last. Still better than Liquid for scale and cost perspective. It's fun, but I don't know if it's your game. Dervostan. That should be your next Republic name. Nice. You could teach us finance, marketing, and advertising. Oh no. Oh, I meant this. Oh, very nice demo. Very nice. That's huge, dude. Dude, that plane is gigantic. How many parts is that, man? If we were requesting a game, I'd like to see more Hearts of Iron. You've done multiple orbits with it without recovery. The plane? It's about 1,000 parts. So how do you land the rock? More cities, Mighty Morph? Do you play Stellaris? I did a Stellaris playthrough once, MK Note. It was pretty good. We had the checking. Here we go. T-minus 5 minutes. We're at Space Launch Complex 40. So this is Starlink Group 6-74. Let's see. So we're flying out of Slick 40 at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station. The booster flying tonight is 1069. Nice. It is on its 23rd flight on a 43-day turnaround, and it will be landing on a shortfall of gravitas downrange. Tonight's payload is Starlink V2 mini satellites. We have 28 of them on board inside of the payload fairing. This is the 47th mission for SpaceX of 2025 and their 481st mission overall. Pretty cool. Tonight's landing will be the 453rd Falcon recovery attempt because 453rd. Madrid took the Spanish GP from Barcelona due to politics. The new Madrid track is going to be raced on in 2028. It's bad. That looks awful. Yeah. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy, more street circuits for Formula 1. Man, they're really trying to get me to not want to watch, huh? Are you going to be doing more car stuff tomorrow? I don't know if like, and maybe we should go back to playing games. We've done a lot of car stuff this week, but the car is yard drivable. The car is yard drivable. Actually, dude, you could probably drive it on the road. It's probably drives better than some cars on the road. But stage 1 locks load is complete. We should be coming up here on stage 2 locks load completion in about 40 seconds. Oh, nice demo. So it's doable. Ads, Twitch title change. I'm not changing the title, Pluto. Yeah, I'm just gonna cap this. Well, I mean, I suppose we could do it on Twitch. It's not a big deal.
Stage 2 lock load is complete.
We should see the ground gas close out here momentarily. Stop. Yeah, okay, demo. That's what I thought. You'd have to nosedive it. Good stuff, though. Them fairings look toasty. Yep, there's the ground gas closeout. Evacuating all the liquid oxygen propellants out of the transporter erector because the fuel lines go up the structure that's behind the vehicle in this shot's to the left side there. They're getting all the fuel and oxidizer out.
Falcon 9 is in startup.
Once it's all out, Falcon 9 goes into startup at T-minus 1 minute, which is what we just saw. Should get one final report here from the launch director reporting go for launch, and then we will go for launch. Do rockets have
go for launch?
There you go. Do rockets have navigation lights? No, they don't. Dragon does have strobes, but rockets do not. Know.
T-minus 30 seconds.
Yeah, there's a reason why I just look at the highlight reel for Formula 1. It's so bad. That's why F1 wants to fast track a V10 engine for 2029. Yeah, you should probably do that. You probably should have done that. You probably never should have stopped.
9, 8, 7.
Pad deluge is on. Sound suppression water systems are on.
3, 2,
Ignition.
1. Ignition. And liftoff. Go SpaceX. Go Starlink.
Okay, into the night sky, Starlink 6-74 carrying 28 Starlink V2 minis to low Earth orbit. Cleared the lightning arrestor system here.
Vehicle is pitching downrange.
Pitch kick maneuver has
Schedule on propulsion is nominal.
been reported along with flight dynamics reporting good propulsion. We should get an ECOM call here for power and telemetry or whatever SpaceX calls it. I don't know what the ECOM position is for them. Should be happening right about now. I said...
Falcon 9 power and telemetry are nominal.
Thank you. Thank you. You had to say Falcon 9 because, you know, you might be launching another rocket right now. I'm just kidding.
Vehicle is supersonic.
Okay. Coming up on maximum dynamic pressure. Nice station demo. Looks good, bud.
Max Q.
It's maximum dynamic pressure, peak aerodynamic load on the vehicle. There.
And back chill started.
Second stage thermal conditioning has been reported. Basically what SpaceX is doing now is priming the engines on the second stage, making sure they're down to operating temperature. In this case, the operating temperature for the engine is supremely cold because of the densified liquid oxygen that SpaceX is using. Liquid oxygen needs to, in order for oxygen to exist as a liquid, it needs to be at a really low temperature for the gas to basically condense into liquid, right? So they got to cool down the turbine machinery on the second stage so it works correctly. The fuel pumps, you got to cool the fuel pumps. The second stage engine is being primed because they're about to fire it up here. In another 10 seconds, you should see the 9 engines in the first stage shut off, and then the second stage will separate from the first stage.
Main engine cut off.
Stage separation confirmed.
There you go. Vent lines for the second stage. Detach. Got a good shot of the Floridian Peninsula there. Upper stage ignition. Green flash. Good. Merlin Vacuum is online reporting good telemetry there. First stage will now use its onboard thrusters to basically position itself for landing out on the drone ship downrange. Fairing separation is next up here.
Separation confirmed.
Here we go. The aerodynamic shell shielding the 28 V2 mini satellites has been jettisoned. Those are clamshell style fairings, so they move off like this. Those fairings will actually turn over, curved side facing the atmosphere. They will re-enter and then parachute down into the ocean, and SpaceX will go fish them out and reuse them. That's why that fairing was all scuffed up when we saw it launch, because those fairings have been reused. They've flown to space a couple of times. Like this, like this. What is the horizontal banding on the stage one camera sees on stage 2 light? You're talking about the things that are attached to the engine, J-Speed? Those are the vent lines. Either that, or, you know, a camera doesn't like having a rocket engine ignite and blow right into the camera lens. Hey, Diamond, what's up, man? 85-month resub. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just the exhaust from the rocket hitting the camera and the camera doing this and screwing with the shutter speed. Wasn't a fairing like used 25 times or something? It's something really up there, House, that's for sure. Other rock-related stuff. Ooh. That second picture is pretty poggies. Also, did you drop a battleship from rock? Okay, that's weird. Do they track those fairings, or do they have GPS wording on them? The fairings will guide themselves down, Moose, to a designated area. They do have control systems on them. They have autopilot. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You can see some soot deposited on the first stage interstage from this thing. Falcon 9 burns pretty fuel rich for thermal controls. For thermal controlling systems, so the engine doesn't overheat. Because if you ran these things stoichiometric, they would melt. Will Campbell is now on the Pats. Cool. We need an O-line. Are those handprints? Probably. Okay, 6 minutes into the flight. Everything's looking good. I'm not seeing anything weird here. We're coming up to my favorite part. Chat, are you ready? Are you ready? Do you know? See it. All right, cool. Nero. Just dated myself again. It's time for supersonic retro propulsion. So Falcon 9's going to fire its engine here.
Stage 1 entry burn startup.
To slow down. There it is. But it's not just doing that to slow down. It's doing that to push the re-entry heating away. When you re-enter the atmosphere, as you get further and further into it, more air is compressing up against the front of the vehicle. When that happens, it compresses. It gets so ridiculously hot because when you compress a gas, it gets hotter per the ideal gas law. It gets so ridiculously hot that it actually ionizes and makes plasma. Falcon 9 fires its engines to push that plasma away, minimizing entry heating on the stage. So it survives. That's its heat shield, firing the engines. We should see the drone ship come into frame here behind the left grid fin. Should be some lights there. There is some plasma accumulation on the grid fins there. The grid fins can take it, though. They are titanium. They're one-piece cast. There's the drone ship. That's what that dot is. Falcon 9 is flying. That's why it's kind of blinking in and out there. We'll be down there in a second. Stage 1 is now transonic underneath the sound barrier. What is that phenomenon? Supersonic retro propulsion. Can you reduce reentry heating KSP this way? To an extent, Sebski, but not like what it does with Falcon.
Stage 1 landing burn.
Stage 2 terminal guidance. Stage 1 landing burn has begun. Grid fins up at the top. Aerodynamic hypersonic control surfaces will steer Falcon 9 back over to the drone ship here. Rocket engine is being used to slow down. Once the grid fins become aerodynamically useless, and when it slows down too much, Falcon 9 will be on thrust vector control. Landing legs deploy. Grid fins locked. Ooh, a little bit of a rough landing there.
Stage 1 landing confirmed.
But everything seems okay. That is booster 1069 on its 23rd flight. 23 times! That's ridiculous! Okay, we have Seco, staging velocity 270903. That's perfect. Should get a call for nominal orbit insertion.
Nominal orbit insertion.
Told you. Cool, we're good. These numbers are perfect. That's pretty much on par for a Starlink mission. We're good. It did wobble a little bit on the drone ship. That thing came in a little bit hard. It scooted around. Must be rough seas out there tonight. So you're saying me being a hapless Dolphins fan, is that allowed here? You can be a Dolphins fan. That's fine. What am I going to say, Fluffy? You guys are terrible? It's not 2018. That doesn't work anymore if you're a Patriots fan. Bro, we suck. We are so bad. But you know what, dude? I don't care. I don't care, dude. We're spoiled. As a Patriots fan, I'm spoiled. I've been spoiled the last 20 years. I'm good. We can have 5 or 6, 7, 8, 20 loses. I don't care. I don't care. It really doesn't bother me. You know? Long Starlink coverage from SpaceX today. We almost saw the nozzle cool down a little. Yeah, Bill, right? Yeah, decades, bro. What am I going to do? Complain? I ain't complaining. We suck. And we're going to suck for a little while. That team, that franchise has brought me so much unbridled joy over the last 20 years. I'm good, dude. They could lose. They could have a losing season for the next 10 years. I really wouldn't care. Yeah, it's good for ticket prices. Yeah, exactly, Jim. So we can watch a damn football game for a change and not have to pay $500. I feel that way as a Chiefs fan, except in reverse. Bro, will you win a Super Bowl, please? Another one? I'm a Raiders fan, so all you feel is pain. Yep. It's like being a Red Wings fan. We've sucked now for 9 years. Yep. Shouldn't have got rid of Bertuzzi, man. I like Bertuzzi. Freaking on the stupid Leafs. Hate the Leafs. Go Sabres? Bro, hockey doesn't exist. It's not hockey season. It's baseball season, man. It's baseball season. Hockey season ended and nothing else happened ever. It just ended. It's so weird. They decided to not do the postseason. That's so strange. That's so weird. I don't know what happened. That's strange. It's just the Bruins played their last game and then they're like, oh, sorry, hockey's canceled. As long as we're bearing our souls, you're still a whale. Oh, the whale, dude. Yeah. The whale. They play a postseason? Yeah, demo, I know. It's so weird. Yeah, they just stopped doing that. Can't be any worse than the Cowboys. Yeah, maybe. Your Mets have the best record in baseball. Let's see. The AL East. Red Sox are above 500. That's good. The Yankees are 15-10. Sox 14-13. 2 games behind. That means nothing. That means nothing right now. Yeah, this means nothing. Talk to me in 150 more games. Yeah, Brand. Yeah, nothing. Cubs bats are insane this year. Cubs are 16-10. Wow. The Pirates still suck. That's good to know. Dodgers are 16-9. The Padres are 17-8. Whoa. The Mets are 18-7. Winning percentage 720. Holy balls, dude. You weren't kidding, Dink. What the heck is up with you guys' butt? You know there's 150 more games to play, right? Or well, 140 more games to play, right? Don't freaking use up all your talent right now. The joke is the Sabres haven't made the playoffs in almost 15 years. Good. 12-1 at home. By the way, our long-range hypersonic weapon will be called Dark Eagle. It will be tested in the next 2 days. On the Cape, a block of destroyers in the Atlantic are going to try and kill it. All the names we could have come up with, we named it Dark Eagle. Dark Eagle. That's it. That's the name. That sounds like what I would name myself on Xbox Live when I was 12. Dark Eagle. It's the Deagle. Oh, we should, yeah, okay, we could call it that. That's fine. Yeah, you're right. That's a good point. Pirates owners suck. The whole city hates them and wants them to sell. You can hear sell the team chants on TV every game. It's a shame, Oradon, because PNC is one of the only other baseball stadiums that I've been to, dude. It's such a good facility. Seriously, the bridges and the buildings in the background. Man. Really wish that franchise would do good for a change. Dark Eagle 42069. Yeah, right? XX Dark Eagle XX. Yeah, exactly. You should play Oblivion so for the algorithm bump. I don't play sword games, dude. I know, Day, that ain't my style. Point. Most people in the military are within a decade of graduating high school. All right, that's fair. Don't look at the A's? No, I won't. Schedule 1. You got to get them YouTube views. I will try Schedule 1 tomorrow before the Flame Trench, okay? I said we were going to play games. We'll play games tomorrow. I wish I could show off what work I do. I love press release chicken. Please don't. What is this game about? I know it's about drugs. Gotta teach them kids about business management. You'll probably be bored with it after 2 hours. That's why I'll slot it in before the Flame Trench, because if I don't like it, I have an out. It's not for you. It's stupid. Schedule 1. You're a drug dealer who mixes drugs with, like, Red Bull to make it a better sell and make profit. Very good for society. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure that jives with the family-friendly things. You know what I'm saying? It's GTA if you actually did crimes. All right. Well, if we don't do Schedule 1 tomorrow, we'll do something else. Schedule 1 would only really work in an after-hours slot. Noted. All right. So we will play it for after hours sometime next week then, okay? Thoughts on RDR2? Jay, it's actually like one of the best games ever made. Ever. Period. Red Dead Redemption 2 is a masterpiece of gaming and should be studied in every game design course. Build Dragon in KSP before Flame Trench. Dragon is such a pain in the butt to make, dude. Never a truer statement. I love Red Dead, dudes. If you guys wanted to do a Red Dead playthrough, I will do a Red Dead playthrough with you. Absolutely. I love that game, and I don't even like Westerns. Really? Two. You guys would really want to see that. I thought Workers tomorrow. We could still play Workers tomorrow, but have you been playing KSP at all lately? I actually made a Starliner the other day demo to prove Dots that he couldn't dock to the space station with the thrusters out. That actually went out during the mission. I still got it, dude. We could still ball in Kerbal. I'm still pretty damn good at it. Dumb joke levels in Schedule 1. The initial money laundering operation is run out of the laundromat. What, you didn't think we would? I tried doing an RDR playthrough when RDR released on PC. Because Rockstar asked me when RDR released on PC if they wanted to give me a free copy. And I was like, yeah. And then they did, and then I felt bad. Because I was like, oh, all right, I got to play it. So we did start an RDR playthrough, but I never finished it. People stopped watching. But I think that may have had to do with spoilers, if I'm remembering right. And Das left one stranded at the ISS. Yeah, he did. Yeah, demo, I built a pretty damn good Starliner. It handles just like the real one, dude. And I must say, that thing has a lot of thrusters on it. I don't really understand why you would build that the way that they did, but whatever. You haven't finished the game? Oh boy. No, I haven't. I have not finished the game. Holy crap, I never finished that game. I played on console. I played it a lot on console on Xbox One. I did it off stream though. And then something happened and I just stopped playing it. Holy balls. Guys, I've gotten like 80 to 90% of the way through that game. Holy shnikes, I never finished it. How is that possible? We got her now. We got her now. Do you have Ghost of Tsushima? No. It might be me, but Workers sounds better. We can play Workers tomorrow if you guys want to. Or if you want to start cutting up the floor in the Coronet, we can do that too. But we got to be very careful about what we cut out. Because it's not on a jig. It needs to be on a jig if we're going to cut out what we need to cut out to fix it. ADHD strikes again? No, Aqualex. I played Red Dead. I played on the console when the game came out. I played it off of stream. I wasn't working. I would shut the stream off and go and play it till like 4 or 5 in the morning. Yeah, and then I got a good way through just really playing the snot out of that game. and something happened, a new Kerbal patch came out or something, and that was it. When are the lifts coming in? The lift? In the shop? No cutting yet. Yeah, we really shouldn't. What was going on in your life at the time? I don't know. When did Red Dead come out? Hang on. Uh, Hang on. So Red Dead came out October 26, 2018. Now, let's go here. Version history. October of 2018. There's your answer. Oh, there's your answer. 1.5 came out. They added EVA and IVA new suits, revamped parts, burn time information. Yeah, that 1.5 was a huge patch. That was big. Yeah. And then 1.6 came out in December of 2018. Delta V stage, Delta V tool app, part revamp, nav icons to launch sites, ability to remove helmets and neck rings. That's what happened, dude. Kerbal, at that point in time, Kerbal was actually being updated on a regular schedule. I still love the team that was working on that at the time. So like Repo, Maximal, Trigger, those guys are sick, dude. They're so goddamn talented. Hey, Kickning, 49-month resub. Thank you. Yeah, it's very dead, Virtual. Click on the 1.5. Higher impact tolerance, deployable parts, Kerbal suits, revised asteroids, burn time information, staged docking ports. Yeah, that would have kept me busy for a little while. Kerbals can now be placed in external command seats in the VAB SPH. Wheel suspension now has an auto spring damper to combat bouncing wheels. This can be turned off via advanced tweakables. Burn time indicator. Switch symmetry mode back to when it was set after hovering over a node. Nice. Allow pinning of part action windows and resource transfer for highlighted parts. Implemented new text for agent. Yeah, that would have kept me going. And they redid a bunch of parts there. Yeah, that would have kept me occupied for a little while. Anyway, how's the car going? It runs and drives, dude. Yep, she runs and drives. We got the motor dialed in with new plugs today. It does have electrical gremlins, but that is the least of our problems, considering the floor is Fred Flintstone right now. Well, it's not, but it's patched. Like that, we gotta do a lot of metal work to fix this before we go messing around with the electronics. Methane subcooler. What's up, man? Yeah, we're gonna wind it down here. If you follow waterfall engineering and software, how do you handle a hack event? I don't know. That's not a question for me, dude. Bill, do you know anybody that can make frame jigs? I'm actually asking. This thing is gonna need a frame jig. Like, if you do cut it out, I actually challenge you to Flintstone it. We have to cut it out, Max. Here, let me show you. Dude, there is... Here, I'll just show you. Let me show you this picture. So Chrysler is they use the unibody for these things. So you have two front frame rails, right? And then you have two rear frame rails, and then that's integrated into the floor pan. The structure gets carried through the outer rockers right here and right here. You see those two lines? The two lines on either side need to be replaced. So if you look even closer, right here, this is the torsion bar cross member. Hey, Fluffy Bits, awesome job on the car this week. So these need to be replaced on both sides. That's the outer rocker. That's the inner rocker. Right here, the frame rails tee into this beam right here. That's the torsion bar cross member. The B bodies use a torsion bar, so there's a huge bar that anchors in here and goes to the lower control arms right there. I'll show you this at some point. So the torsion bar cross member is fine from about here to about here. The part that matters, remember how I said the rocker panels are carrying structure here? That part's gone. There's nothing from here to here. I can just see the bottom of the floor. Or the bottom of the patch panel that somebody put there. There's also nothing right there. This right here, this connector piece, the torque box is fine. That piece is intact. So that is some structure there, but your primary component that's carrying the suspension through the load from the suspension through the chassis is gone. We need to replace the torsion bar cross member. Going to the back, the rear torque boxes here and here are fine. Everything is fine back here until you get to here. The trunk pan is shot. The wheelhouses are shot. And from about here back is shot on both sides. From about there back. This right here is the rear bumper cross member. Gone. It is quite actually rusted in half. Yeah. It's rusted. There's a rut that, like, the middle of that thing is gone. So you have two cross members on either side doing this. I'm going to be honest, I spent the last 2 months doing suspension stuff and still don't understand how the coronet works. Oh, it's easy, dude. The coronet is torsion bars. Easy. So, all right, you have your frame rail right here, right? The frame rail that I was just telling you about. You have the lower K member right here, right there, and right there, you have a lower control arm, right? You have your lower control arm. And then in this design, you have there's an upper control arm here as well that's on top of the frame that goes like this, okay? It connects to the spindle's right there, wheel is right there. There's a shock absorber that goes from the control arm up to a pocket up here on the B body. That's where the shock is. Now, how does the spring work? Well, the spring is just a rod that goes back. It goes back this way. Actually, in this design, it would go back that way. The frame rail goes out, right? Like I was showing you. Frame rail goes out that way. And this thing goes underneath the frame rail to the torsion bar cross member. There's a huge welded boss in the torsion bar cross member right here. And then that stuff all connects, and there's the rocker of your car, right? So the bar goes back all the way here to there. Now, how does that work? Well, on this side, the boss that's right there, the torsion bar is a square, and the end of it is square. So you put the square in the square hole, right? So the end of the bar squares off. Like that, even though it's circular here, right? And then the front of it is squared as well and picks up on the control arms. So, what happens when you load up this suspension? Well, say that's your torsion bar, okay? The back is held in position at the cross member, and the front is held in position at your lower control arms and anchored on the frame rail. When you twist this torsion, when you twist it, this area is fixed. This, because it's on bushings and connected to the control arm, this can move. So you're twisting the bar. That's your tension. Your torsion. You're just twisting it. You twist the rod, and that's your spring. That's your spring rate. Dude, it's trick. It's really smart. Very, very, very simple. Like one of the simplest types of sprung suspension around. You got a MIG welder and a gas torch. Get some 1/8-inch mild steel strip as wide as the cross members and make overlapping L brackets. Clamp them and plug weld. Cool fact of the day, most prototypes in F1 cars are using torsion bars too. GM8 lug trucks still use torsion bars to this day. There you go. It's a whole lot easier when you can get placed in sections. Bill, you don't know anybody. Your 72 Roadrunner has torsion bars. Roadrunner, your 72 Roadrunner is a B-body. It's the same as the Coronet. The underpinnings are the same. You have the same car as me. But your Roadrunner has a way cooler engine in it and way less doors. Torsion bars are simple. They're very simple. Really, really smooth ride. Really smooth ride. Probably has less rust. Yeah. But there's Bad Obsession Motorsports, but if you dropped Red Dead, it would have been 1.6. Yeah, Trenton. Either way. A lot heavier engine. Roadrunners, what does your Roadrunner have? It's a 72, so it's got a 383, 400, 440? Temporary reinforcement directly above the cross member to be replaced in the car. 440? Nice. That's cool, man. I'd love to put a 440 in this car. But, dude, man, if you could see that, if you could see what we streamed today, we got that 318. For a 318 that looks like it's never been serviced, ever, with 97,000 miles on it, we got it running pretty damn good. The car can idle. It drives around. We tuned up the engine. Is the Hemi still in the works? Yeah, for a little while. But, guys, I don't know. The Hemi might take some time to put in. So, 318 is certainly a lot simpler. You're watching, you tune it up. Right on, man. Right on. All right, guys. I got a meeting in a couple minutes. So, I might stick with the 318 just for now while we get parts, while I source parts and stuff for the Hemi. I got to read about what to do with that 5.7. So, yeah, while we do the patchwork, just keep the 318 in it. It runs and drives. We just put a lot of money into, well, not a lot of money. We put a good amount of money into it. We did the plugs, plug wires. We did the oil. We did the transmission. Actually, that's it. Not bad. Ready for Imola tomorrow? No, but I'll still do it. Just finished up today working with my friend on his import with a 1J. Nice. Coolant hose broke and flooded the spark plugs. Good times. Content has been on point this week. Nice work. Thank you. Semi-serious suggestion. Get yourself a reasonably priced 3D scanner. I have an Xbox Connect out there that we could use. The meeting at this time of night, the meeting is with people overseas. Okay. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Weather guy, I'm not, we won't raid. I got to go. Doesn't take that much to do the swap. Whatever. Yeah, we can talk about this more tomorrow, okay? I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good night on YouTube. Have a good night on Twitch, guys. I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Later. Thank you.